This is a book review of the Book of Bibles. This is from Taschen Books, their Bibliotheca Universalis series, so it's one of their small ones, but reasonably priced, and that's the great thing about it. These are brilliant. Sometimes they bring out these massive books, and they're very expensive. Of course, absolutely brilliant, but I think when I look at it, I think £150 for that? No. But £11.99 or whatever, I can't remember how much this cost. That's a reasonable price for a really amazing book. Beautifully coloured throughout, absolutely superb. This is actually quite a thin one in comparison. You can see there's the spine, and you can there, but it's still fine. Of course, it does unfortunately close. However, it is reasonable. It's nice, reasonable gutter. Obviously, sometimes that doesn't particularly work when you've got some that are really crunched in, but. So this is the Austrian Library. I would love to see the British Library and many other libraries bring out similar books to this. However, 450 odd pages of superb Bibles. And I'm just going to quickly run through Bibles. So you've got some brilliant reproductions, just real close up. You have to really struggle to, but you've got number of different Bibles, and there's here textual traditions, editorial revisions, Bibles from there, and it's standardised Bibles of the 13th century. You've got also luxury Bible manuscripts, Bible exegesis, how you ever say that, from the Church Fathers to medieval versions of the history in World Chronicles and History Bibles, juxtaposition of Old and New Testaments in typological picture Bibles, Bible manuscripts of the Jewish and Eastern Orthodox faith, and so on and so on. So there's a lot of material in this. And you've got a little bit about the Bible production in the medieval. Then you've got obviously the St. Jerome producing there. And then you've got from the Royal Collection to the National Library. Again, more examples of brilliant, just beautiful, beautiful artwork and designs to Torah, and you've got that there, and the Vienna Genesis, that was 6th century, so you've got a lovely 6th century one there, beautiful. Good. And what you've got is you've got examples from it. Obviously it's not the full lot, it's only just a little bit of the Bible. It'd be lovely if it was, then it would have to run into thousands of pages, 10, 20 volumes of, but then it would be amazing. But it doesn't, it's just got a couple of examples and then some text. And I love the text as well. The text is great. So this has got a lot of detail about like telling you in present form, it's 31 is just a quarter of its original length. It's calculated, etc. So it just gives you some details as well. Then you've got more examples there. More examples. Greek Gospels. This one is the first. So it bounces backwards and forwards. This one's first half of the 14th century. This one is 6th century. So there's no real backwards and forwards. And it's again got lots about the 4th century. I love these old Bibles. Just beautiful, beautiful books. There's nothing better than just you go to British Library or something. Just look, stare and stand over and look at some of those amazing volumes from the 6th century or 7th century, whatever. 3rd century, whatever. Pretty old anyway. Of course, it would be lovely if they were all brought out in that you could actually look at them. And you can, of course, now with lots of these things, a lot of those available online, so you can really study them up close. And I think it's just beautiful, those books. Then you've got a giant Bible from Nürnberg. There's obviously St. Peter's, Salzburg, around the middle of the 12th century. This one's 1140, 13th century prison pocket Bible, and so on and so on. Giant Bible. And you just got such beautiful, beautiful examples of Bibles all the way through this. But like I say, each section, it's only 5, 6 pages at most for a particular Bible. So you've got here, and I'm going to say this wrong, the Korzek, I don't know, it's Czech, I assume Czech is at Prague, Bible 1400s. So you've got obviously text, then you've got some obviously example, and just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful there. 2 or 3 pages, 4 pages of examples from that Bible, just beautifully reproduced as well. Obviously can't read it, Obviously, if I could read Latin, I'm certain I probably could, but I cannot read Latin. So, and even then, it's probably pretty hard because it's not the easiest of writing. And luxury Bibles, and so on, and lots of examples of pictures. History Bible, you've got obviously loads more examples, pretty gruesome, some quite gruesome scenes in there. They never hang back in the Bibles. And some poor, looks like a poor peasant being crushed by some soldier with looks like a whip. And some more Bibles. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful artwork all the way through. This book is absolutely gorgeous. Like I say, it's a fairly thinnish one, 460 odd, 470 pages of brilliant Bibles, and just absolutely superb.